You walk into the store with the same amount of money you always bring, and somehow you walk out with less than you used to. You didn't change what you picked up. You didn't suddenly start spending more, but the bag feels lighter. And after a while, you stop thinking about what things cost and start noticing the same money just doesn't do the same thing anymore. And it's not just the store. It shows up everywhere. You fill up, and it costs more than you expected. You pay a bill, and it's higher than last time. You go through a normal month, and somehow there's less left over at the end. And at first, it feels like small differences. A few dollars here, a bit more there. But over time, it stops feeling small because nothing about what you're doing has really changed, but everything around it has. The same money is moving through a different environment. In our world, life doesn't stand still. The cost of holding your place in it moves, and when it moves up, your money has to stretch further just to keep things the same. So the same amount has to cover more. More for food, more for housing, more for everything that used to feel normal. And nothing tells you this directly. You just feel it every time you spend. And eventually, you start noticing something else. It's not just that things cost more, it's that your margin is disappearing. The space between what you have and what you need gets smaller. And when that space shrinks, everything feels tighter. So now, a small increase doesn't feel small anymore. It stacks. Groceries go up, bills go up, everyday costs shift, and together, they take more from the same amount. And when that keeps happening, you don't just spend more. You have less room to absorb anything unexpected. So when something changes, a repair, a bill, a delay, it hits harder than it used to. And that's when it really changes. Because now, it's not just about things costing more. It's about how little space is left. And that's when you realize you're not falling behind, you're being compressed. Because now, that same money has to cover more than it used to. The same money didn't lose meaning. It lost space, and without that space, it can't stretch the way it used to. So it's not just about what you earn, it's about how much pressure that money is under when it moves through your life. And once you see that, the question changes again. Because it's not just, why doesn't my money stretch? It becomes what actually creates space again. Because until that changes, the same money will keep doing less. And the difficult part is that nothing about it feels sudden. It happens slowly, in small changes that don't seem important on their own, but over time, they change what your money can actually do without you ever making a different decision. So it starts to feel like no matter what you do, the outcome is already tighter. You plan the same way, you spend the same way, but the result isn't the same anymore. And that's where it shifts from numbers to how things feel. Because now, it's not just about cost, it's about how limited everything feels. And when things feel limited, you become more careful, but even that doesn't create the same space it used to. And that's when it becomes clear the problem isn't just what things cost, it's how little room is left after you pay them. Until that changes, the same money will never feel like enough. Please don't forget to like, comment, and share. Join the family by subscribing and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching, and Owl will see you on the next one.